What's up, everybody? This is NT Certified here. Welcome to the new and improved WWE Flame. We are just a week removed from WrestleMania, the huge two-night event. We are in Sacramento, California. It all begins again tonight. And we kick off the brand new season of Flame with one half of the World Tag Team Champions. This is the Animal, Batista.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, one half of the unified WWE Tag Team Champions, the Animal, Batista!
The action does not stop, and we are already just 2 weeks away from our next pay-per-view extravaganza, and it is going to be Flame-only pay-per-view. It's called TakeOver. And Batista's opponent here tonight,
And his opponent from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
one of the men that will be facing Batista and Triple H at TakeOver for the World Tag Team Championships. We'll get to that in just a moment. First match of the night, the Animal Batista going one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. As I mentioned a couple of moments ago, we have a couple of special attraction matches for the upcoming TakeOver show. One of them being Evolution, Batista and Triple H, the current World Tag Team Champions, going against Team Hell No, reuniting for one night only. Daniel Bryan and Kane. World Tag Team Championships will be on the line, and that match is going to be a heck of a contest. So tonight we have Batista going one-on-one with Daniel Bryan in the opening contest of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Flame. I am your host, NT Certified, here with you every week to give you the action from top to bottom. Also tonight, we will see the World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar, fresh off his successful retention of the Flame World Heavyweight Championship over Rey Mysterio and Drew McIntyre. We will also see Dolph Ziggler in action. Dolph Ziggler has challenged Scott Hall to a match here tonight on WWE Flame to avenge his loss this past Sunday at WrestleMania. So that's going to be one heck of a contest as well. To the match at hand, Daniel Bryan in full control with the Hurricane Rana on the much larger Batista. If anybody can chop the big tree that is Batista down, it is a guy like Daniel Bryan. A guy that is technically sound, can get it done in the ring. He knows how to work bigger men down. He's been an underdog for the entirety of his career, and looking good in the ring right now. Batista and Triple H successfully defending their World Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Championships. Batista sliding out of the ring there in frustration, which he's known to do that a lot, especially with smaller guys, more specifically speaking, Rey Mysterio. But Batista and Triple H successfully defending their World Tag Team Championships against the other two members of Evolution, Randy Orton and Ric Flair. Successful defenses to both of those guys, so congratulations there. The ref at a 5 count, Daniel Bryan, was lighting up Batista with the kicks, but Batista with a shot into the ring post goes Batista. Daniel Bryan in full control of this match. Surprising. I thought for sure that Batista would use his strength advantage to stay on top of Daniel Bryan, but Bryan doing what he knows best, a kick to the head of Batista. Batista goes down like a ton of bricks. Daniel Bryan to the crowd. Hard forearms into the lower back of the Animal Batista, the bigger man of the two. Daniel Bryan looking like he knows exactly what needs to be done. As always, chopping the bigger man down, working the limbs, working the legs, trying to move the big man over into a pin. A 1 count by Batista. Daniel Bryan staying on the attack, wondering what he's going to do next. Going for the legs, and there he goes for that leg lock. That leg lock that has been known to put many men away. Batista kicks Daniel Bryan square in the face. 1, 2, kick out at 2, and that kick was brutal, directly into the face. And Batista goes to the outside again, and Daniel Bryan's right on top of him. Bryan taking Batista, throwing him back into the ring. This match can only be won. This match can only be won by pinfall. But Batista with a sleeper hold, and he takes Daniel Bryan down. He was playing possum. But Batista rolls up, flips Batista over his shoulders, and just like that, into a pinfall. 1, 2, kick out by Batista at 2. Daniel Bryan missing that kick. Up and spine buster by Batista. Spine buster out of nowhere, and that could be it. 1, 2, kick out by Daniel Bryan. The match continues. Kick up. Batista up and down with the Batista bomb, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Dragging Bryan to the center of the ring. 1, 2, kick out by Daniel Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan just kicked out of the Batista bomb, and Batista cannot believe it. Instead of getting frustrated, go back and do it once again. Gorilla press slam. Down goes Daniel Bryan, and Batista looking ever so dominant at this point in the contest. Shot to the face of Daniel Bryan. Driving his head into the mat. Picking him up. What's he going for? A shot, but Daniel Bryan, oh, he drops him down and locks on that leg lock once again. Batista near the ropes. Will Batista grab onto the ropes? No, Batista taps out. Daniel Bryan defeats Batista in the opening contest of Flame. What a victory for Daniel Bryan. Taking another look at the leg lock and the kick to the head by Batista. And a replay of that devastating spine buster, but it would not be enough.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan gaining some momentum for himself and Kane. Just 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, we will see Kane and Triple H next week in one-on-one action here on Flame. Rey Mysterio in the ring, but Drew McIntyre has come to ringside, and ladies and gentlemen, we are about to have a fight. 2 arch rivals, 2 arch nemesis in the ring, but Drew McIntyre just tossing Rey Mysterio into the steel stairs. How brutal, and this is so reminiscent, and it's so ironic. Not even a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, Brock Lesnar unleashed a brutal attack on Rey Mysterio, and who was the man to avenge that attack? It was Drew McIntyre. And not even a month and a half later, Drew McIntyre has he's gone off the deep end, going to the same tactics that he attacked Brock Lesnar for, because now he no longer has the World Heavyweight Championship. He no longer has the Intercontinental Championship. So now that he's lost it all, he's going back to his old ways, those old nasty ways of the old Drew McIntyre. And poor Rey Mysterio, always the underdog, similar to Daniel Bryan in the last match. But Rey knows how to hold his own, and oh, he misses a chop, but he misses the drop kick. Oh, Rey throwing Drew McIntyre, missing the kick. Drew McIntyre with the electric chair. Brutal move. Brutal. hard clothesline, and Rey Mysterio never stood a chance in this attack. He never stood a chance. Up onto the shoulders and down onto the knee. This is hard to watch. This is so hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Rey Mysterio, he gets to fight back. The crowd gets behind him. Ooh, but he gets reversed and a shot. Luthez press, and Drew McIntyre drives the punches down onto the face of the smaller Rey Mysterio. More shots. Where are the officials? Where are the referees to break this up? And Drew McIntyre flexing his muscle, and he is going to leave Rey Mysterio in a heap of his own flesh. But Rey's getting up. Drew, he's coming back. Drew's coming back. Just leave the man alone. Rey with a shot. Up. Headlock into a Hurricane Rana, and Rey Mysterio is back. Taking Drew McIntyre down, and now it's Rey Mysterio's turn. It is Rey Mysterio's turn to get some vengeance on McIntyre. Oh, a kick in the shin and a headbutt. Oh my gosh. McIntyre lays Mysterio out just days after WrestleMania. And we are here for the feature match of the night. This is the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler embarrassed by his pinfall victory at the hands of the Outsiders at WrestleMania, looking to avenge that loss here tonight on Flame. And here comes the legend.
And his opponent, representing the Outsiders from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 280 pounds, Scott Hall.
We're seeing Scott Hall and we're seeing Kevin Nash so much. We're going to have to sign these guys to new contracts. These guys are in amazing shape. They can still get it done in the ring. We would love to have them on the Flame roster as regular competing superstars. Dolph Ziggler, Scott Hall, the feature match of the evening. Let's get it on. So as I mentioned, a pinfall loss at the hands of the Outsiders at WrestleMania. Of course, we're missing Elias, who Dolph Ziggler has seemed to follow as of late. Dolph Ziggler recruited by Elias to go on this Legends crusade that Elias has started over the last few months, for the better half of the year, to be honest. And it just so happens that they made it to the Outsiders at WrestleMania and they could not get the job done. What's more weird about it is that Dolph Ziggler was not pinned by Scott Hall. Dolph Ziggler was pinned by Kevin Nash. So he laid out a challenge to the Outsiders, and Scott Hall said that he could get it done on his own. So we will not see Kevin Nash here tonight. Elias is also not scheduled to appear here tonight, so it's going to be one-on-one. So if Dolph Ziggler has what it takes to get it done, he has his chance to do so here tonight. Irish whip into the ropes by Dolph Ziggler. Nice drop kick by Dolph Ziggler, and he is fired up, looking to get some revenge here tonight. And just after the conclusion of this match, we will see the World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman live here on Flame as they address the universe after their victory at WrestleMania in a triple threat match. Brock Lesnar is still the World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, in just less than 2 weeks, we have TakeOver Brooklyn. We are going to Brooklyn, New York for a Flame-only special on the WWE Network and also here on YouTube. The main event will be Brock Lesnar going one-on-one against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. The Fiend winning a ladder match to earn himself a World Heavyweight Championship shot at TakeOver in less than 2 weeks. That will be your main event. But we will also have Flame Tag Team Championships on the line, as I mentioned earlier. Team Hell No reuniting to face Evolution's Batista and Triple H. But we will also have a special challenge women's title match. Molly Holly, defending her championship successfully at WrestleMania, will be going one-on-one with the legendary Trish Stratus. That is a feud that is going to be reignited from back in the Attitude Era. That is going to be amazing as well. And then we'll have additional matches to be announced between this week and next week's Flame broadcast as well. So that's going to be another amazing show, and Dolph Ziggler is in full control. He's in full show-off mode right now. Or at least he was. Scott Hall with the patented fall-away slam on Dolph Ziggler. Picking Ziggler up from the ground with a nice Russian leg sweep. Dolph Ziggler, former World Heavyweight Champion. Scott Hall never becoming the World Heavyweight Champion, either in WWF or WCW. Probably one of the greatest superstars of all time never to win a World Heavyweight Championship. Nice fire miscarry by Hall, missing the big boot, but Ziggler with the jumping neck breaker, taking Scott Hall down, and Ziggler looks really good in this match. Pulling him through the middle rope into a second neck breaker, nicely done by Dolph Ziggler. And take nothing away from Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is a highly accomplished superstar. He can definitely get it done in the ring. Missing, I'm not sure what he was going for there, but he gets decked by Scott Hall. Shot to the face by Scott Hall. Multiple shots, club to the back. Dolph Ziggler goes down. Scott Hall, the big Scott Hall. Huge guy. You got to see it to believe it, how large of a man Scott Hall is. And another fall-away slam by Scott Hall. And he powers Dolph Ziggler up to his feet, up around the neck, up and down with the choke slam, laying Dolph Ziggler out. Goes into the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out by Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's not out of this match just yet. Hard shot to the face. Ziggler goes down once again. Snapmare. Elbows to the shoulders. Down goes Dolph Ziggler once again. Hall picks him up. Shot to the face. Could it be the outsider's edge? He has him up, Ziggler, and drives him down hard to the mat, and that has got to be it. Dolph Ziggler is probably not going to get his revenge here tonight. 1, 2, and 3. Scott Hall puts away Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler not getting revenge on Hall or Nash tonight.
Here is your winner, Scott Hall.
I'm pretty sure Elias is sitting at home right now, and he is not happy with the results of this match, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week on Flame when Elias returns. And here comes our World Heavyweight Champion, fresh off of his successful title defense over Rey Mysterio and Drew McIntyre at the Show of Shows. This is the Beast, Brock Lesnar, along with his manager Paul Heyman. And if you listen to Paul Heyman, he says it every week. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Brock Lesnar will retain the World Heavyweight Championship. He says it every month, and it turns out that it's turning out to be true. We have a plane to catch, but we couldn't resist rubbing this in all of your faces. Not only did my client, Brock Lesnar, defeat one man, but he defeated two at WrestleMania. And now we're hearing that the Fiend is the next man to conquer. Ironic that Bray Wyatt puts on a scary mask and all of a sudden everyone is into him again. But newsflash, it does not matter. Ladies and gents, here comes the Fiend. Here comes the Fiend, ladies and gentlemen. The lights are out, and there's Bray Wyatt. There is the Fiend standing face to face with Paul Heyman. Run, 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 run. Heyman looks confused. Brock stands up to the Fiend. They're face to face. They go against each other in 2 weeks, and Brock takes a shot at the Fiend, and the fight is on. Bray Wyatt takes full control of Brock. Whip into the corner. Down with the spine buster, and the Fiend manhandles Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend manhandles Brock Lesnar, I'm sorry. Up and down with a suplex, and the Fiend is taking Brock Lesnar to school right now. Shot to the gut. Lesnar taking the Fiend down, and now Brock Lesnar's in control. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the broadcast. I do want to thank you for watching as this fight rolls on. Brock Lesnar in full control. What will be the fallout of this brutal attack? Ladies and gents, this is Flame. I am MT certified. Thank you for watching. We will see you next week.